Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to our show. We have a very exciting episode tonight. Just a little, I guess if you've already looked at the title of this episode, you know what we're going to be talking about. If you haven't already guessed, it is the first of probably many. The Eras Tour, episode number 1. We are going to talk a little bit about our thoughts on the 3 a.m. songs, just because we didn't cover that last time. And then, I don't know, maybe we'll share some thoughts on the Bejeweled music video, and then we'll get into it. Those will be very short snippets, though, because we pretty much want to only talk about tour today.
Truly.
Because that's all we can talk about and all we can think about. So, as all the podcasters say, let's get started.
Yikes.
All right, so thoughts on the 3 a.m. songs, go for it.
Are we going in any particular order?
No, just shoot out whatever you have. Biggest things that stood out to you, favorite songs, least favorite songs, slander on songs.
I'll start. At first, I didn't like Paris. Yeah, just wasn't a fan of it, but now it truly is a bop. And Renee and Samantha were just talking to me about it the whole time when I told them I didn't like it, and they made fun of me, so I do take it back. Sorry. Bigger Than the Whole Sky is one of the saddest songs I've ever heard in my whole life, and I feel like I can't even relate to it. Like, I don't think I've experienced a loss like the level that she's talking about. So that song is just beyond words. Like,
it is so emotional, and like now I'm a little sad that I kind of I found out about the like pregnancy loss connection to the song before actually listening to the song a few times. So now that's the only thing I can think of when I like listen to that song. But it is so sad and beautiful. Like, honestly, I will put that in its own little corner and room with Ronan and this song that she had on Lover with the chicks. I can't remember the name right now.
oh, about her mom.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
fleeting my memory, but I would say that goes in that little category with those super emotional songs. It's a beautiful
Except
song.
Ronan is like one I will actually never listen to because it's just
I can't listen to it. I don't know. Honestly, I've started already skipping sometimes Bigger Than the Whole Sky just because it is really emotional for me. So like I keep going.
Yeah.
It's probably going to end up one of those that I can't listen to, but it's a really beautiful song. Like, kudos to Taylor for even like being able to pen those emotions, because I don't know how she does it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love her sad songs. I actually put a little note. I love it because it reminds me like of the same feeling when I listen to Marjorie, like just very like deep and emotional. And I don't know, I just really like it. I don't really understand the Bird in Asia part of the song, but you know that little
it's a common like a idiom, I believe. Like when a bird flaps its wings in Asia, it causes like a whole
ripple
like
effect
reaction. Yeah,
Gotcha.
something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where that comes from.
Also, Soon You'll Get Better is the song with the chicks. Looked it up.
Thank you. Yeah. Ooh,
soon you'll get better.
Love that.
I just do want to say, now that you mentioned it, I'm obsessed with Marjorie. That's probably my favorite song on Evermore. So just wanted to let everybody know out there.
I love
it. I have a personal connection with my grandma, and I think it's because it's about Taylor's grandma that I was like, oh, my grandma. And now like I love that song.
And the beat, I love it.
It's one of her like more upbeat, sad songs, because it's not really, like super slow, but it has a nice melody. I think my favorite on the 3 a.m. songs is Would've, Could've, Should've. I'm so obsessed with it. Like, I cannot stop. I would say it's, of the 20 songs on Midnights, it is up there in like top 3 type.
Really?
Yeah. I am that obsessed with it. Honestly, I think it's definitely in top 5. I would say like my top 5 area is Question. Surprisingly, I don't know why, I'm just so obsessed with that song.
I love it too.
Kid, Mastermind, Would've, Could've, Should've, and then like I don't even know what's number 5. Like those are just all up there for me. Yeah, but I
really like would have, could have, should have. That's my favorite from those like
The
bonus
bonus.
ones. Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, when I heard it, it immediately reminded me of like old Taylor sounding.
Hmm.
Even like her word choice, it kind of reminded me of her country days, and I just really loved it. I mean, it's so good.
Yeah, and what I've noticed that she's done a lot on this album, I was actually telling Adrienne the other day, she's kind of like sampled. I know that she's officially sampled a few like beats and stuff from other albums, and like she took the beginning part of Out of the Woods for Question and stuff. But I feel like there's been a lot of, and you sent that TikTok earlier today, Tosh, of like songs that should have been on other albums.
Yeah.
I think it's super cool because it kind of represents these 13 sleepless nights that she's been through, right? So these songs that sound like past albums and stuff like that, it kind of alludes to the fact that it was occurring at that time of her life, which I think is super cool. And then it's super cool because it kind of factors into the Eras tour, where it's like we're getting a culmination of all of this, and Midnights really is that. Midnights kind of encompasses all eras because it's the 13 of her sleepless nights throughout life. So super cool.
Midnights is like her ultimate like mixtape. Like
Yes.
it's a bit of everything.
Mm-hmm. Ugh, I'm obsessed. What a queen.
But are we done talking about bonus tracks? Because I have something to lead into tour, but
Okay, go for it if you want. Oh, wait, we didn't
Wait,
talk
but
about Bejeweled music video though. Do we have
okay, yeah.
anything to say? I will just say, like, I love that Clearly Speak Now is coming. And I really want to make a TikTok with the Haim audio of I'm gonna be hungover.
Yeah. You on your birthday weekend.
Oh, literally. Any other thoughts? We won't like go into the whole Easter egg thing because there's
Yeah.
a million videos out there. Like if you haven't seen the Easter eggs already, please just like Google search Taylor Swift
There's a
Bejeweled
million
Easter eggs.
in
Yeah.
the video.
Yeah.
I will say I loved that she had Long Live instrumental playing at the end with the dragons. That was just like so heartwarming.
Emotional.
Yes. I do have something to say about Long Live when we get into tour, but
I
will
know what
get
you're
there.
gonna say, I think.
Should we just say it now? Like,
Yes.
do you think that she's closing with Long Live?
I saw a TikTok about it.
I saw a TikTok about it too, and I was like, I've never seen something that makes more sense like in my life. Like,
or that's gonna make us cry more.
I was about to say
I know.
that's a
We're
given.
literally gonna be on the floor.
Yeah.
I can't, like, if she closes with Long Live, I don't even know.
I'm not mentally prepared.
We're gonna be sobbing like all the way home. Like we won't stop. Like I prefer if she did it in the middle so we can get over it, but then we won't get over it.
She did it like she did it kind of in the end of Rep Tour though, because she did the Long Live New Year's Day mashup.
Yeah, that's right.
The piano like part of the tour is usually right toward the end.
But this is different.
I hope it's not a mashup, Long Live. Like Long Live deserves its own
standalone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it probably will be if Speak Now is released. It'll be like, the Taylor's version. Probably. Yes. It won't be like a mashup.
So we were actually having this conversation before tour was officially announced. I was a little bit concerned. Like I mentioned, how is it going to work? I can't stop looking at your camera, Natasha. For those of you on audio only, Natasha's camera is a little glitchy. But I was like kind of questioning how she's gonna do the re-records. Is she gonna release all of the songs before tour? Like especially if it's the Eras tour, how is it gonna work? I did see a tweet on Swiftie Twitter kind of mentioning that she doesn't actually have to release the albums or the songs to play them. As long as she's already re-recorded them, they're legally her songs. So she's free to sing them all, because I believe the last thing that she could start recording, well, we know the last one was Rep because it's the last album that came out before Taylor moved from Big Machine. And that one was November 2022. So either she's already started re-recording that one or she's starting now. But that does mean that she will be able to play those songs on tour.
Okay,
whether
good. Whether they're released. Okay.
Right.
Excellent.
And we did talk about that. So that
Yeah, I do think that we are getting Speak Now soon.
Yeah.
But I would say it would probably be some time before we get some more albums. Like, I think for Taylor, for her own mental health, like, it's crazy to have Midnight's October, tour announcement November, Speak Now December, 1989 January, Reputation February, debut March, and then tour.
Yeah.
Like, it's too
No.
much. And also, Taylor, as a fan, please don't. Like, I already don't have money for tour. Like,
Yeah. And we need time to like truly engulf ourselves in each album. Like it's a
yes,
lot
and,
when it's like back-to-back releases. Even when she released Evermore, I was like, I'm still in folklore. Like I'm still
Even
in
these
that.
bonus tracks, I was like, whoa,
yes.
wait a second.
And I think, like, I've seen a few stats recently. I believe I saw it on Facebook or something, the record sales for each album. So
Yeah.
Midnight's is in number one. Queenie Taylor has broken millions of records for this album. Well deserved. Kudos to her. I just also want to mention, for the first time ever, there are no men on the Billboard top 10 out of
Yes,
100,
bitch.
and our queen did that. So
And I
amazing.
read that you can delete 9 of her songs that are on the top right now, and she would still own the Billboard top 10.
Queen.
Like you can take off songs that are already on the top 10 and she's still top 10. Like incredible.
Truly a mastermind. But so I was saying, her albums that she kind of like just like extra throws out there, like Evermore or whatever, even Fearless, that she didn't hype up too much, the Fearless TV, the album sales are so much lower because we're kind of just all like, if she re-released an album right now, we're all still in Midnights. Like,
Yeah.
just give us a second to fully encompass Midnights, and then we can get to Speak Now.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
Okay, with that being said, Taylor Swift has officially announced tour.
Yes, ma'am.
Her newest tour, next tour, is the Eras Tour. It will be celebrating all Taylor Swift eras. So all 10 of her albums. I'm like so confused about how
With
many
the
she has
versions.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 10 albums that she has. She will be doing all eras throughout the tour. And it starts in late March, I believe, and runs through August in the US. International dates. I know we have some international listeners on here. They have confirmed that there will be tour, but the dates haven't been announced yet. There's been some speculation that it will be in 2024, just because she's pretty much spending the bulk of her summer, if not all summer, touring here in the US.
TBD.
So what are your thoughts?
Oh my gosh, we've been waiting for this for so long.
I know, literally.
I'm, aside from, being hype and so excited and all of that, I wanted to bring up something that I saw about tour and about the eras. I'm going to give credit where it's due. 1 second. It was posted by Leah Willis on TikTok.
Okay.
And she pointed out, if you look at the promo for tour, the little emojis.
I think I know where you're going with this. Sammy and I had a discussion about it, so we'll get to our thoughts.
The little emojis that talk about who's opening all represent like an album.
An era, right.
Yeah, an era, right. And so she was kind of just saying that there might be some, depending on the emojis, that's going to be the bulk or the concentration of the songs or the set list.
Right.
And I just thought it was very interesting, and I hope it's not the case. But
okay, so when I saw the same TikTok that you're talking about, I sent it to Sammy. I thought I sent it to you. I didn't even know I sent it to Samantha until she answered. So I saw it and I was like, oh my God, that's so genius. That makes so much sense. That way she can really give like each era a full kind of thing. And then literally this morning I was like, rewind. No, absolutely not. This is Taylor Swift. This is the Eras Tour. Thank you for making that video, Leah. But this is the Eras Tour. Taylor Swift is not going to name the tour the Eras Tour and on one day sing Speak Now and Reputation, and on the next day sing Debut and Red. That's not how Taylor Swift is. That's not how her tours have ever been.
Yeah.
Right. Logistically,
like-
it just wouldn't work, like set list wise.
And
it
she's
wouldn't.
gonna have a different set list for every
Yeah.
single night.
Well,
It's
but
not
that's what people
feasible.
are saying about the set list. Like, how are you going to have a set list that encompasses all 10 albums too?
I've seen like a few people kind of saying they're thinking it's about 2 songs per album plus mashups. Like
Right.
at Rep Tour, she did mashups. We talked about how she
Yeah.
did the Long Live New Year's Day
Mhm.
mashup. She did a Style mashup. I can't remember what song it was with. I think it was like Style and Bad Blood were mashed up. She sang Shake It Off. Like she sang a
Yeah.
bunch of
Mhm.
original. I think she sang You Belong With Me. Our surprise song at Rep was Breathe.
That's right.
It's a pop tour. So I think the good part about Midnights is that there's poppy songs and there's not poppy songs. So the non-pop songs are probably not going to be
Mhm.
sang. Maybe they'll be the surprise songs.
Yeah.
And then her poppy songs can easily be mashed. Look at Question and Out of the Woods.
Yeah.
They have the same intro. You can't like they're probably gonna be a mashup. And that
So you don't think Midnight's is gonna have a lot like
It's
I
easy
think-
to drop from Midnights, like to weed out songs that wouldn't be like concert level, or at least like on the same plane as like the other pop hits.
Mhm.
You know, like I don't think, I don't know, like High
Labyrinth.
Fidelity is gonna
Yeah.
like
Yeah, High Infidelity,
Pop up.
Labyrinth.
live.
I don't think Sweet Nothing is gonna be
yeah, probably not.
on the set list. Like I'm thinking Karma, Vigilante Shit,
Oh, yeah.
Question, Anti-Hero. We're
Anti-Hero.
not gonna leave without Anti-Hero. Bejeweled for sure.
Oh yeah.
And then I think she's like Lavender Haze. Maybe we'll get it because I've seen a mashup of Lavender Haze and I think he knows on TikTok. I love that
And
audio.
and it works.
slaps. Yeah. Awesome. So I think the songs like I think Lavender Haze,
Yeah.
Question, those are going to be mashups and it
Mhm.
covers songs from other eras too, so it works.
I get that. Okay, I get you.
And songs like Lavender Haze, since it's so big, like it doesn't have to be the full one. Like that's an easy like snippet to perform and then like go into something from Lover,
100%.
you know?
And like in her older shows, like in Speak Now, we got Fearless mashed up songs so that she could have some Fearless songs in the Speak Now tour. That's kind of what she does in every tour, brings a little bit of the last tour. So I
Mhm.
think it's going to be like a compilation of all of that.
That makes
She's
me
the-
happy because I was not
Mhm.
happy when I saw that. I was just like, I don't think it's fair that
It
just-
makes no sense because
Yeah.
then like you're not going to the Eras tour, you're going to the Speak Now Reputation tour
yeah.
Mhm.
plus
Yeah.
Midnights. Like it just doesn't work. Like I want to be in the crowd with my besties screaming, "What a shame she's effed in the head."
We're waiting for that,
Talking about us.
and we need that getaway car cruel summer moment. The
Yes.
same concert. So it
I
just
want to
wouldn't-
be screaming Cruel Summer in New Jersey off the top of my lungs with tears coming out of my eyes from how hard I'm screaming.
Oh yeah.
This is a PSA to one Taylor Swift. But I did see there's a TikTok that's going around of somebody had the audio of the very famous Delicate 1 2 3 Let's Go Bitch from Reputation Stadium tour. And they asked Taylor if we could recreate that at the Eras tour. I almost said the Midnights tour. And she said yes.
Oh
So,
my gosh.
Yeah, I've seen so many like bloggers and like Teen Vogue and everybody out there like Taylor Swift has officially confirmed Delicate on her set list for the Eras
Oh
tour.
my
I'm like,
God.
everybody chill, but like also she said yes. So
That's lit.
Oh my
So.
God.
I'm so excited. I don't even know. I guess since we're talking about it and I mentioned New Jersey already, you probably can kind of guess that we will be trying to travel to the city and take the train into Jersey for night 2. we're
Yeah.
night 2 girlies around here. We were night 2 girlies for Loverfest also.
Rip.
So that one. Natasha's also trying to go to Atlanta. I'm trying to go to Tampa.
Also night 2.
Also night 2? Nice.
Yeah.
Tampa's only one night. That's the only Florida show. So any Florida Swifties on here, which I feel like a lot of you probably are since we're from Florida, there's only the Tampa show. So rip. I would suggest if you like didn't want to go to Tampa, you wanted to go somewhere close, Atlanta's a good one because we have 2 shows and the flights are typically between 50 and $100 to get into Atlanta. So I would say that's probably a good runner-up. Sammy, do you think you're going to try to go to a second show? Like, would you be willing to tag along with us to Tampa?
I mean, I can never say no to see Taylor twice, so yeah, I have to see. Especially since it's Tampa, like I could bring RJ.
Oh, true. You guys could go together and then
Yeah.
go visit his family.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have a
might
place
just-
to stay.
That's true. Might just do it now.
The wheels are turning. Honestly,
That
if
influence.
RJ said he's willing to go with you, he's a king. Other Young already told me that he would never take me to a Taylor Swift concert. So.
RJ got jealous that I was paired with you guys. I'm like, that's the tradition. Who else would I go with? I'm like, okay, now
Tell
that
him he
Tampa
can
is
stand in
available.
line.
Yeah,
But now-
that won't be a triple date. Sorry.
Now you can
Sorry.
have your Tampa moment. We're here for this.
RJ, if you're listening, thank you.
It's just like it's so crazy to think. I don't know why I always thought that like going to a Taylor show was only like a once opportunity. Like we could only go to the Miami tour. Like I don't know
Yeah.
why we could never go to Orlando also, or like also Tampa. I mean, we lived in Gainesville for a little while. What was stopping us from going to more than one show? Probably that we were in college and broke.
I was about to say that.
But like it's so like we have the opportunity to go to more than one show now. It's so cool. Like adulting. That is adulting. As a
Also,
Yeah.
the fact that this is the second time that she doesn't have a Miami location, like it's forcing us out, you know, to kind of follow her somewhere.
I know. I just want to say, like, I just want to mention, I've seen a lot of people hating on like tour locations, like Nashville. Everybody's like, oh my God, so many people. Only the locals are going to have so much
Local.
trouble getting tickets now. Like, nobody come to Nashville. Like, I'm sorry to tell you that we literally have to travel. Like, no
Yeah.
matter what, Taylor is not coming to my hometown. I have to travel. Please don't be that way to Swifties that are going out of their way. Like, we're just here to see Taylor. We're here to have a fun time with you. Like, I understand that now we are taking tickets in New Jersey and people live in Jersey, but we all have the same opportunity here. It's not
Right.
like Taylor Swift called us and was like, hey, don't worry, I reserved 5 seats for you guys. Like,
And
We're
we didn't
just-
act like that when she had Miami dates.
of course,
like-
it's just like she's touring everywhere. Like if one date works for you and another doesn't, or you have to travel, just like be courteous to the people around you, you know? Like
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
super excited to go to Jersey and to like spend time in the city. And honestly, like New York City Swifties are super hype. Taylor always does all the release stuff in New York. Like I know that New Jersey is going to be the vibe. So I'm
Yeah.
really excited. Like just be a little nice to us, you know? Like,
Don't
we're out of
gatekeep your
towners.
town.
When we're all on the
Exactly.
train together to MetLife Stadium, you're not going to know whether or not. I mean, you're going to know because
You're
I
gonna
have-
know because we say bro, but
I
besides
was going
that,
to say you're going to know because I have literally the worst Miami accent
accent.
ever. But like otherwise, like you might just think I'm from like a borough in New York. I don't know. Like just be nice, you know?
Yeah. When you see us on the train wearing sheets with glasses on them, we're just regular people, okay? So don't
You
judge.
actually won't know, and we won't even talk. We'll just sit there silently with a sheet over us.
Insert picture from anti-hero music.
Oh man, I'm so excited. I'm like for everything.
So let's talk strategies. Let's talk.
Yes,
You
frequently
know,
asked questions.
yeah.
We're going to be going over. Me
Tips and tricks.
personally I've received so many questions about, oh my God, what do I do? How do I register? What does this mean? What does that mean? Where should I sit? So we're going to be talking about it a little today. So if you were nervous about purchasing your tickets for the first time to a Taylor Swift tour, have no fear. The T Swift sisters are here.
Oh God.
You can stop the show now. I accept. If you just want to log off, it's okay.
I think there's been a glitch.
But I will say, we're pretty credible. We've been to more than 2 shows. So, we know what's up. This is also
Renee has been to every single one.
I didn't want to say that, Natasha. but
Why?
yes, because I feel bad. Like I have been blessed the opportunity that yes, I have been able to go to every single one of Taylor's shows since I was in middle school. Like, thank you to my parents who allowed that to happen.
Yeah.
We all went to the Speak Now concert in middle school also. We went to tours together in high
Since
school.
Speak Now. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we sat in different spots in red, but we were both
You're
there.
right. But we both went.
We
Yeah.
were both there. We did 1989 together. We did Reputation together. We
We
fully
bought
prepared.
Loverfest.
We were fully prepared for Lover. If anything, buying the tickets for Loverfest has prepared me for any Taylor Swift tour for the rest of my life. Whether or not the concert happened, like I am fully prepared now going in. So that's all that needs to be said on that. And let's start. So do you guys have anything like off the top of your head that you want to recap while I pull up kind of the list of what questions we got?
Nope.
All right. Well, you know what?
About the
I'm going to
ticket.
start with, and I'll just say it to the crowd. It'll be my first tour, Taylor Swift tour. What can I expect? What do you say to somebody who this is their first time going to a tour for Taylor? My first thing is like expect a life-changing experience, honestly. I think like whatever you're mentally preparing for is not at all what it's going to be. She just literally like pops off for everything.
Yeah. Expect, I want to say performance of a lifetime, but I don't even think that like reaches it, because any concert I went to after my first Taylor one never lived up, because I always thought they didn't like perform the same or put the same like effort into theatrics and everything. So this is worth every single penny and every single effort going to the concert, because what a show.
It's a show. It's just a show to like the most. It's like this is the most and this is Taylor.
Her hand is up. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry for our podcast listeners. It's like Taylor takes it beyond the most.
Yeah.
I think the best way to prepare for a tour, like knowing what to expect, watch the Reputation Stadium tour on Netflix. That is such, I mean, obviously it's a video of tour, but like you also kind of see the way the fans react. Like it's very much a fan interaction thing, kind of the way that it is the show as well. Like we're all there for Taylor, but we're all also there as like the Swiftie community. So it's really nice. One of my favorite things about tour is looking at people's costumes. Like I love it. I love the planning of the costumes. Like if you are new to Taylor's tours, costumes have been a thing since after Fearless. The wildest costume I've seen is at the 1989 tour. We saw somebody dressed up as, I think we saw an Empire State Building and a Statue of Liberty. Like,
that's right.
Yep.
So if you're preparing for tour and you think that your costume is too much, I can tell you it's not. There is never too much costume at a Taylor show. Like,
and we will be popping off. So
yes, now that it's the Eras tour, like you are fully allowed, and this is for you guys too listening, you're fully allowed to pick whatever era you want. So typically when you go to a Taylor tour, you dress for the era that you're going to the concert for. In the Eras tour, you have full selection. Which
makes it so much harder, in my opinion.
I know.
Yeah.
But like also when you think about all the shows that we've been to, it's like, okay, we did the rep look already. We did the 1989 look already. But 1989, for those of you who don't know, we were way ahead of our time and we dressed as Taylor in her eras.
We were the Eras tour.
We literally were the Eras tour.
Like I was red.
Here's what happened. We were like in section 87,000, row 200 million. And Taylor said, that's my idea for tour in 2023.
After I release Midnights, that's what it's going to be.
You were red. I was
I was
excuse me.
1989.
Sammy was 1989. Amazing costume. Sammy, you've had like amazing costumes the last times that we've been. Because you were like straight up 1989 and straight up,
Met Gala.
yes. I was Fearless Taylor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stephanie was Speak Now.
Speak Now.
And Mia was
just like, she just went as a Swiftie. She didn't dress in an era.
okay.
I think that's all the eras that were out when we went.
Okay. But I was confused because she was holding a sign, but it was just, yeah.
I think it said like, welcome to Miami, Taylor. We've been waiting for you.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't see, like, we've done the eras already. I kind of want to dress to midnight. And the thing is too, since we're going to more than one show, we have the opportunity to like dress to midnights for one show and dress as our favorite era to another. I don't know. I'm kind of like feeling the vibes of Loverfest because we didn't get to go, that I'm like,
Right.
the summer, you know, I'm not sure.
The good thing is with this, you could also relive like your favorite era. So if you liked, outfits from one more so than others, you could, do that.
And I feel like the one that we go to all together, we should do like what our favorite was or something. Because I feel like Midnights is easier to do like we could just do like I'll probably do that for Atlanta show or whatever.
Right.
But I feel like since we're all together, we could just pop off for an era. And it could be like, oh dang, this is obvious that they're, I don't know.
Right.
I'll do Bleachella this time.
Oh my God, please, I'll bleach your hair. If we're gonna do that, and we've talked about maybe doing like the sheets from the Anti-Hero music video, we can always wear whatever era our favorite is under the sheet, take off the sheet, and like we have two costumes in one.
Yeah.
So
that's our reveal.
So it is Midnights.
Yeah.
Midnights and then another era. I'm honestly excited for whatever one I do my eras, because I have a really cool jean jacket planned. I'm not going to get super into it right now, but I'm so excited for my jean jacket. If anybody knows where you can buy an affordable oversized jean jacket, please let me know. Like DM us on any one of our socials, because I'm high key looking for
just
one
go
that will break the
thrifting.
bank. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay. Back to some of our frequently asked questions. So the one that we got the most, or like some people like literally were texting me asking me this: what the heck is a verified fan? So Taylor Swift does this kind of special program for her fans to ensure that her actual fans are the people who are receiving the tickets and not bots. So I believe it started in the rep era. I'm not sure. It might have started earlier. We just personally started buying our own tickets versus like our moms buying tickets for us in the rep era. And you had to do, like these boosts to get extra points to like say that you were a fan. So you had to like change your profile picture, buy digital versions of the songs. We bought the magazines. And then depending on how many points you were able to like get, they gave you a specific time to purchase tickets.
Mm-hmm.
So for Loverfest, they did not do the point system, but they carried over your points from rep to Lover. So you started the Lover verified premium thing, whatever, with those points. Now for the Eras tour, I was going to call it the Midnights tour again.
I know.
I'm like the Mara's tour. She's not doing the bonus points. She's not doing carrying over. It's just register for verified fan. All it is literally is a link. It's on Ticketmaster. I will add it to this week's blog, so you can just access it from there. But it's on Ticketmaster or on the Taylor Swift website. On Ticketmaster, if you click Taylor's picture, she's like the largest thing on the website right now. You can register through there. If you're on the Taylor Swift website, just scroll to whatever show you're going to and click register now. And you can sign up for the presale registration, which will sign you up for verified fan. It is currently a lottery, but important to know, if any of you on here are listening and don't already know, if you purchase tickets to Loverfest in 2019, you have first come, first serve for verified fan. I'm not sure if that means that we'll be getting access earlier in presale. So presale starts November 15th at 10 a.m. and it runs until November 17th at 10 p.m. I'm not sure if that means it's kind of the same way that Rep did, that they gave you a slot with when you can buy your tickets, like you'll be buying your tickets on November 15th at 5 p.m. Or if that just means that we are certified, verified fans. So we will be getting the presale access code.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know, but my suggestion is if you are getting tickets to tour, sign up for the verified fan process. It takes a few minutes. You have until November 9th at 11:59. And no matter when you sign up, it does not affect where you will be in the verified fan thing. It's not a first come, first serve. Like the people who signed up immediately will get the presale codes, and those who signed up on November 9th at 11:58 will not. If you sign up on November 9th at 11:58, you are eligible to receive a presale code. If you get one, you'll receive it on November 14th. And that is the code that you put from November 15th through the 17th during presale to access presale tickets. Another thing that people were asking was if we recommend getting presale tickets. What do you guys think?
I think so,
Yeah.
especially with the way that it's being done this time, where you don't, have to buy different things and do the whole point thing. Like, I think it's easy to just do the whole link thing, get in the queue and see if you get a code, and just log in at 10 a.m. Before 10 a.m. and refresh then and just see how it is. Like, it just boosts your chances of getting a ticket at all.
Right.
I definitely recommend it.
With the limitation of like locations, like it just makes it a better opportunity and more valid, when ticket buying.
Yeah.
Plus, this is like the Eras tour, so any fan ever would want to go to this tour, aside from the fact that she hasn't toured since Rep. Like, this is going to be the craziest, like, she's the biggest star in the world right now, truly. So, like, yeah, you should do pre-sale, because who knows if there's going to be tickets on that Friday left, like, really.
Yeah, on Friday at 10 a.m. And if there is tickets on sale November 18th at 10 a.m., the website will probably crash when they announce the registration process. Literally just for verified fans, the website crashed. I managed to get in, I'm not sure how, in like 5 minutes. And I didn't even think I had done it. So I joined the queue and I waited in the queue for 5 hours to find out that I had already done it. But that's the way it is. For Loverfest, please be fully prepared if you are buying presale tickets. Make time for when you need to buy your tickets. I know it's really short notice. Like, if you find out November 14th at 11 o'clock that you're going to be buying tickets the next day, I would suggest right now having all of your stuff on Ticketmaster ready to go, because you need to be quick. You need to have the time to get through it, and just like be calm is one of the big things. But for Loverfest, and Loverfest was different because it was only 4 US shows. There's more US shows this time. So like, it won't be as, packed into one venue, like everybody trying to get the same tickets. But I was on the computer for 8 hours. So my suggestion right now is open a Ticketmaster account if you haven't already. That is like the biggest thing to do. Open a Ticketmaster account, register for verified fan. If you have a Capital One card, you do qualify for tour presale. Natasha and I both opened a Capital One card yesterday on some vigilante shit. We were like,
but
forget
do not
it.
regret. Do not regret.
Yeah, we do not regret it. And it's totally up to you if it's going to affect your credit score in a bad way to open the card. Just know what you're doing when you're doing it. Do your research, pick the card that's best for you. But if you cannot, or if you do not get the verified fan registration, you can purchase tickets with your Capital One card. Your first 6 digits of your card are your presale code, and the presale begins November 15th at 2 p.m. So verified fans will start at 10 a.m. 2 p.m. is Capital One holders. Like, you should, as long as you have one or the other, you're good to go.
Yeah.
And then with that, I also want to mention tickets to tour are $49, the lowest, according to Variety, up to $449. VIP packages start at $199 and go up to $899. What do you guys think about like where someone should sit for their show? Like, obviously, completely up to what you can afford. I just want to preface that there is no bad seat at a Taylor Swift tour. We have literally sat in like the last row possible.
Yeah.
And we sat there crying and saying it was the best night of our lives. Like, if that's what you can afford, don't think that you're getting the worst seat in the house, because you're not. So what do you guys think?
That's 100% true. And you never know, like maybe you can get, a boost and get, picked to move into a better seat. So, don't fret if you're in the nosebleeds, because that could be a good chance to like move forward. You never know what could happen, honestly.
That
It's
happened to
just
Natasha in the Jonas Brothers concert.
Yeah.
In the elevator heading to the 300s, and some guy was like, "You want closer seats?" And we got like pit in the VIP area with a bar. It was 10 out of 10. So definitely do not fret if you think you got bad seats. At least you got tickets, truly. Like, it sounds so bad to say, but yeah, like,
And
have the price range of what you can afford obviously in mind when you're going into it. I also suggest saving your credit card information already on your Ticketmaster, so that you don't have to go ahead and add your credit card during that time limit that you have of even getting tickets, because then you can focus all your energy on getting the tickets you want versus putting in your credit card info. So just have the price range in mind, and maybe look at seat maps of whatever stadium you're looking at, going into, so that you have some sort of idea, but just anything.
And one thing that I really like that Taylor does, I know you mentioned, Sammy, that we've all been to multiple concerts and it's not the same. One of the things that makes it so different is the fact that Taylor really makes an effort to make sure that if you are in the last possible seat, you some way, somehow get to see Taylor up close. And I think every single show that we've been to, she literally like flies across the stadium. She has a B stage. For Rep Tour, her stage was huge. And then she had a B stage and another B stage. So she went around everywhere. She did the flying thing for Rep Tour also. And she will also call out and be like, guys, I can see every single one of you. Like, she loves to gift her fans like these little flashing bracelets or necklaces, whatever. So everybody's just lighting up. And like, I promise, whatever you get, as long as you're there for the tour, you won't even remember what seat you're in when the show starts. And like, she has the big screens and everything. Amazing.
Yeah.
I remember for Rep, when, we obviously got our seats, and we were sitting, and when we got there in person, we were surprised at our view. Like, we did not expect to be that close to one of the stages, to have that kind of full view of everything going on. Like, sometimes you don't even realize it until you get there. Like, it works out in the end,
Yeah, we were like lower bowl 100s for Rep, and we kind of picked seats. I remember when we were purchasing, we had the option of being like right there at the B stage on floor, or the seats that we got lower level. Our seats and the floor seats that we were looking at were the same price, which is why I remember it. And we loved our seats because we were sitting down and watching the B stage right in front of us. Whereas if we had been on floor, we would have been like a little more cramped, standing up.
Not
to say that
comfortable.
floor is not like we're going for floor this time. So we know what we're getting into. But for Rep Tour, it really worked out for us. Like, I think it was probably the best case scenario. Probably also because we were wearing heels, which leads me into my next thing.
I don't think I was.
Thank God. Yes, you were. You're wearing boots. And I know exactly
That's
why.
different. I was gonna, because I don't remember my feet hurting. I was like, I don't remember.
I can tell you
Natasha,
why.
your feet were hurting, girl. You threw up after the concert because we were exhausted.
That was in the
like hungry.
McDonald's parking drive-through.
But do you remember that we literally walked like a mile from the stadium, and also
in the rain, right?
Everywhere. It was raining. It was hot. It was the middle of August.
In Miami.
in
I
Miami.
would like to add that since you were wearing boots, you were able to take your shoes off and just walk in your
And walk in
socks.
socks.
Oh, there
Yes.
you go. I thought
Yes.
it through, guys.
Some of us were not that privileged.
So please, when you're planning your costume for Taylor Swift tour, consider wearing sneakers.
Yes.
Make them the cutest sneakers you've ever bought in your life, but do not wear heels. We did it, and we're here to tell you it's not worth it.
No,
You're going to
no.
be dancing the entire night. You're going to be screaming the entire night. You're going to be jumping. You're probably going to be traveling from wherever your seats are to get out of the stadium. It's a stadium, it's big. So it's not like you're going to walk into the stadium and walk into your seat. Doesn't happen like that. Please just wear sneakers and then like match it to your costume. Like whatever costume I wear, I know that I can wear like my white Converse or my black Converse or like
Mhm.
You can
Air Force
bejewel them.
Ones, like
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Just sneakers, please.
Or boots with socks.
Do not do boots with socks.
No,
You
no.
don't want any patas sucias in the concert.
I remember leaving rep, so the time that we were all wearing heels, and it was just so cramped, and everyone's leaving at the same time, and I was so dehydrated. The stairs for the stadium were so inclined that I literally fell back on the woman behind me, and she had to catch me like a corpse. So yeah, just be careful. Stay hydrated. Drink
hydrated.
water. Yeah.
Eat.
We always buy water from the people selling outside at the end of the concert.
Yes,
That's
their
just-
biggest fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure that like I know for us, this is going to be our first time traveling. I don't think I've ever even been to New Jersey apart from like Newark Airport. So really research. A lot of people will be traveling for this tour. Research the stadium you're going to, research the area that you're staying in, be fully prepared, hydrate before. For us, a Taylor Swift concert day is very much the entire day. We
Mhm.
wake up to a Taylor Swift song and go to bed dreaming about Taylor Swift's concert. Like it is fully the entire day. With that, the excitement, we tend to forget to eat, to snack, to hydrate, you know, like it's very exciting. Just make sure that you're thinking of all those things. Keep a bag and like have those snacks in there. It is a stadium tour. A lot of stadiums don't allow anything but a clear plastic bag. So
Mhm.
check what your stadium requires or allows. And just be mindful of that. You know, if you're traveling, we'll be traveling if we can get the tickets from New York City to New Jersey. We have all of that time when we're on the train, all of that stuff to eat, to snack. And then when we get to the stadium, we know what we can't and can't have when we walk in. So just be mindful of that.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, VIP packages. So you cannot pay to meet Taylor Swift. Just getting it out there. Taylor Swift selects her fans from either before the show or after. If it's before the show, you'll receive a DM from Taylor Nation being like, hey, we want you to meet Taylor, come out to our show, confidential message, blah, 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 blah. If you get selected during the show, they'll like literally walk up to you from what we know. I will say that all the information that we know about meeting Taylor on tour, thank you to my friend at TS Tour Tips on Instagram. You can follow her on Instagram and TikTok, I believe, is where she posts the most. But she did help me gather a lot of this information today to share with you guys. So they like basically come up to you and hand you a paper and they're like, hey, you've been chosen to meet Taylor after the show. So keep that in mind also. I mean, you're not going to really know till moment of, but if you get selected to meet Taylor after the show, just be mindful about how you're going to travel after that. But that is the only way that you get to meet Taylor. You cannot pay your VIP package. I don't care if you get the $199 package or the $899 package, you will not be meeting Taylor Swift if you get it.
There are no meet and greet tickets.
There are no meet and greet tickets. It's just not the way that it works. If you want to know more about meeting Taylor and getting chosen, I do suggest that you head over to TS Tour Tips on Instagram. She posts, she's met Taylor, I think 1 or 2 times, and she's posted all about the experience, and she's helped a bunch of fans meet Taylor with her tips and tricks and kind of what to do and how to get noticed. It could be where you're sitting, it could be how you're acting, one of the things that she does say is to get to the show early and always look like you're having fun, which is literally
you
the
will.
easiest thing to
Yeah.
do at a Taylor Swift concert. The music starts, the pre-show starts, where you're just vibing, throw your hands up, dance, have a great time, wear a fun costume. As like, you might think that it's dumb or like your costume is too much, like we were saying before. It's not. Taylor loves people in costume. She loves to see her fans in costume, and Taylor Nation loves to see what the fans dress up as, and it makes them more excited to choose you to meet Taylor. So just some stuff there, but definitely go follow them for like information on how you can meet Taylor. But yes, so VIP packages, it does not come with a meet and greet. I personally do not recommend the VIP package.
No.
Natasha's shaking her head no.
Mhm.
She's like, definitely not. It's just like, I thought about getting it this time. I was like, oh, VIP packages start at $199. And then I saw that they go up to $899. And I know that where we're trying to get seats, they're probably going to be like $899 for VIP. Typically it includes like, so for rep, have you guys seen the box that was the rep VIP? Like
Yeah,
package?
I looked it up after we talked about it yesterday.
It's so nice. It's so cool. See, that's like, I'm a sucker and I'm like, okay, I'll pay $900 for that.
Yeah, I won't. So
But it was a super cool box that you opened up and it had like a little TV screen and it played some Taylor Swift songs, and the actual box itself looked like the Reputation Stadium tour, like her actual stage. It had a patch, it had a fun lanyard. Basically, the VIP packages are just like exclusive merch and fun swag that you can only get if you're paying the premium price of VIP. It's not worth it, in my opinion.
it doesn't change the tour experience in any way. Like,
Yes.
if you want cool merch, like go on her website when stuff drops.
Mhm.
Really, like tour is just about tour. Like, kudos to you if you can afford it and you want
yeah.
it, right? But it's not something that you should be like, oh, I want VIP because I like want to meet her, or want a cooler experience. Like, no.
It's nothing. You're pretty much going to be guaranteed like a seat wherever you get your seat. It's going to be a good seat, and then the fun swag and stuff. That's just at the end of the day, it's not really necessary. Like Natasha said, it's not going to enhance your experience of the tour in any way.
Yeah.
And speaking of tour merch, a lot of stuff that I've been reading is to get to the stadium as early as possible for merch. The merch lines are so long.
I can imagine.
They are so long, and like everything sells out. So
and this one will be even crazier because I can imagine then the merch is going to be fire with it being just an Eras tour. So like, yeah.
So try to get there early, and that way you can kind of like get whatever merch you're gonna get. It'll come in a bag, I think, and then you can have the bag with you at your seat, and you don't have to move, and you just have everything taken care of. So think about that. And merch will not be sold on her website. Tour merch is only sold at tour. So just plan for that as well.
Waiting for merch is also chaos. So just like be prepared for that.
It's
really fun to go early because you see everybody's costumes and you just hang out. Like, it's not like you're getting there early to just like wait in a line. Like, it's really fun.
Yeah, you take pictures and everything. And going back to what we were saying about meeting Taylor, getting noticed by Taylor Nation, that's one of the best ways to do it, is to get there early, and like, because not a lot of people are there, so it's kind of easier to pick people out of like the crowd per se. Because you're kind of there and getting ready, and it also shows that you care about Taylor and the show and that you're excited. So with that, I want to talk about Pitt, because I know that the three of us were debating getting Pitt for a little while, and like some of the reasons why we did and some of the reasons why we didn't. It's just medical reasons. We had we struggled a lot at Rep Tour, I'll be honest, and we were 22 years old, 22 turning 21, turning 22. I don't even think we were 22 yet. And we struggled a lot, like with the heat, with the people. And that was in a seat in the lower bowl, not in floor, not in pit. And those are like things that we considered for this tour also, for the Eras tour. It will be a more expensive ticket, pit, number one. Number two, Taylor's pits are very small. They tend to be very small areas. So if you have seen any footage or anything from Harry Styles' Love on Tour, the entire floor, instead of having floor seats, was a general admission pit, and people camped out literally for like days or like one day, whatever, to make sure that they got a good area. Swifties do not camp is like the biggest takeaway that I learned from Twitter. Everybody is like, Swifties do not camp. So I'm letting you know, if you're getting a pit ticket, there's no need to camp. It's a small area. Everybody's going for the same thing. Everybody's going to get a good seat. Part of, or like standing area. Part of the reason why she does the smaller pit areas is so that you're guaranteed
A good
a
view.
good spot no matter
Yeah.
what. So just if you're getting pit, get there early so that you can hang out. You can make sure that you get the area that you want, but there's no need to camp. So just don't do it. Don't do it. It's scary.
I did that for 1975 and it was so fun.
Camping.
Yeah. Overnight.
do
It
it
was
again?
awesome. Yeah, it was so fun.
Would you do it for Taylor?
No.
Hey.
You
Only
just said
because
Swifties don't
Only 'cause
camp.
Swifties don't camp.
Yeah.
So basically the general consensus here is that now we need pit tickets.
I can't do pit. I
Natasha is our medical reason.
yeah,
Yes.
I'm not gonna say it on the pod, but I'm not.
No, yeah,
I'm trying
and-
to be there for tour, not get there and then have to walk out, and then my friends have to come because I feel sick. Like that's not happening. We're not.
Yeah, be considerate of the people that you're going with. If you really want to go to pit or be in the pit and you're traveling with someone who just physically cannot, be mindful of that, and also think about what the experience is going to be for the both of you.
Right.
Maybe you're better off at a section 100 seat where you can sit if you need to sit. You can stand, you can dance. I promise, like we said, no matter where you sit, it's going to be a great seat and you're going to have a great time.
Yeah.
So, and also one thing to consider with pit, I've never been to pit in any show ever in my life. But I know it's like hard to like go to the bathroom, grab
Oh,
drinks.
it's you can't it's really hard to meet back up with the people you're with.
Mm-hmm.
So like if I have to go to the bathroom, I'm not going to make you guys go. I'll go, but then it's like, "Oh my God, let me get through the crowd," and people aren't letting me back in because they think I'm just skipping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've done pit for like Panic at the Disco, 1975, Mac Miller, I don't know
Jonas
who else,
Brothers.
but Jonas Brothers. Yeah.
We did kind of pit for 1975 when we went in Tampa.
We did it for Haim, but we were kind of back. Yes.
No, Haim was only general admission though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
the
that
whole
kind
tour.
of
It
counts.
gives pit.
it's pit
Pit vibes.
because you could camp and go in the front. It just wasn't pit vibes for us because we were so far back that there was space all around us.
Right.
But
That's good that you mentioned that though, because first of all, we love Haim. So I'm honestly so sad that they're not going to any other show but California, but whatever, I
Mhm.
digress.
and Paramore is going to
Seattle.
only the first one too.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Rude.
Um Ain't it fun living in the
That's the
world?
song. That's
Yeah.
the song.
What's another Paramore song?
Well, I feel like there's just so many.
Yeah.
I used to really like that song, so maybe that's why.
Okay.
Do we have Phoebe Bridgers at our show? I think so, right?
Yeah.
I was
Yes, we do.
checking. Yes.
So that means we're gonna definitely have Nothing New.
And
I'm not too excited about that, I'll be honest. Like you can cancel me if you want. I'm just not. I don't really like that song too much.
Yeah.
It's just not a tour song. Like
Well, do you? Oh yeah, no, never mind.
and Gracie Abrams.
Yeah.
She's already on my Spotify because I need to be a fan already.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
her, to be
think
honest.
Gracie Abrams opened for Olivia Rodrigo on her last tour, which is what Mia was saying. Honestly, I will say that I'm kind of sad about our opening predictions. I really wanted Maggie, and like Maggie's touring
Mhm.
now, so I like Maggie deserves her moment, and Olivia toured last year, so Olivia deserves her moment. But I think they would have been so fun to have. I also think that Camila Cabello again would have been amazing because her new album.
I
is amazing.
forgot that we saw her. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yes, and that was when Havana was super popular. So we were
Yeah.
like Havana. Especially because Camila Cabello's from Miami and we were at the Miami show. So loved that. Maybe she'll be a surprise guest in Tampa. Taylor also loves bringing surprise guests.
Let's recall.
For 1989 World Tour, I literally think she had a surprise guest for every single stop, every single one.
And didn't we have 2 in Miami?
We had
Yes, we did.
3.
Who was the
Oh,
third?
yes.
We had 3.
Wait, I have to talk about. I'm a big Pitbull fan. I absolutely love him.
So he was
Natasha
fun.
is Mrs. Worldwide. by
And
the
I
way.
fell to the floor when he came
Yes.
out. But she had first brought out Dwayne Wade, right?
We had
Yes.
Dwayne Wade. We
And
had
Ricky
Ricky Martin, living La Vida Loca.
Completely forgot about Ricky.
We
All
had the Vida Loca on stage, and then we had Pitbull. Natasha literally like fell to the floor crying. I actually have the video of it, so I'm definitely going to be sharing it on Instagram this week on our feed, so you guys can see with our little episode like pics. That'll be fun to share.
Because it was just like Dwayne Wade came out. I guess Ricky came out apparently.
Mhm.
And so then I was like, no chance Pitbull's going to come out. Like we thought Pitbull
Yeah.
the whole time, but she already had 2, special guests. So we were like, all right, it's done. And then she said Pitbull and it was just over. So that was
Yeah,
fun.
I think they sang "Give Me Everything,"
Yeah, they did.
and she sang with Ricky Martin. She sang "La Vida Loca,"
Mhm.
but they only each did one song, and like that was it. So
I want to watch a Ricky video now because I truly forgot.
like
Oh,
of her
God.
at tour with Ricky. I
Yeah.
have to see. I might have it. I know I have a picture of Ricky, I think, at tour. But I'll share some of those. I'll share what tour do you think I should share? I feel I always share our rep pictures and our 1989 pics. Maybe I'll share the Speak Now pic of us so you guys can see how young we were when we went to our
Fetuses.
first concert together.
Oh gosh.
And
we
you
ha-
can see the fun costumes we had.
we didn't have costumes for this year. We actually did. It was kind of costumes, yes, Samantha. We did a little head wrap that was like popular back in 2011.
Mine was
So-
ingrained into my brain. They're so
Same.
tight.
It was when those braids were popular, and they literally like I think I had the imprint of a braid for like a month.
Yeah.
So we did that, which was like Taylor-esque at the time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
it
we all
was.
bought matching t-shirts at the tour and we wore them. I'm really sad because I gave that shirt away, I think.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't have my 1989 World Tour shirt either because we got to that concert late. And they only had an extra large when I went to buy my t-shirt. And I remember I cut it and then it was just still too big and bulky. And I like ended up giving it away also. I'm
Mm.
notorious for giving things away, like clothes, and then being like, why did I give that?
Wish I had it.
Yeah, let me see. Oh, here's Ricky Martin. I don't have a picture, but I have a pic. So for you guys who are watching us on YouTube, you can see the reflection of us, but also that's
Yeah.
Taylor and Ricky Martin. And you can also see how pretty high up we were sitting for 1989. And I'm pretty sure that's like zoomed in so that people didn't know we were sitting so high. This is Dwayne Wade. You can't even see him. It's like literally just
my
that's Taylor
God.
and Dwayne Wade right down there. And then that's on the screen. But that also goes to show you guys, like, look at how high up we were. And this whole thing right here is the screen. So you'll be able to see no matter what. So I think that's it for today. I think we have answered a lot of tour questions. As always, if you guys have anything else that you need to know or want to know, just shoot us a DM, tweet us,
Hit us up.
wherever. Find us somewhere and message us and we'll help you out and answer any questions you have. But actually the next time that
I was
we-
about to say that.
the next time we record, we are literally gonna have Taylor Swift tickets.
Jesus Christ.
And we record a little earlier in the week. So today's Wednesday. You'll be hearing this on Friday or after.
Wish us luck.
You may or may not have tickets also when you listen to this. So not this, to our next episode.
Mhm.
I wish everybody the best of luck. Honestly, like it truly is the Hunger Games.
It's
That's
the
what I
Great
was
War.
thinking.
It is the Great War.
Oh
May
my
the odds be
gosh.
ever in everyone's favor. we may be really sad in the next episode on here.
No, we're not
We're gonna
manifesting
have
that.
I don't think so.
positive
I
vibes.
think everybody's gonna get tickets and everybody's gonna get seats where they're meant to sit.
Yeah.
Us, our listeners, everybody. It's gonna be amazing. I'm so excited to be doing this with everybody. Long live all the magic we made.
Plenty more where this episode came from.
We are
We're
literally
going-
about to crash through so many walls. But hopefully we know a little more about tour also
Mhm.
the next time that we're on here. So we'll definitely share with you guys where we're sitting, what show
Our
we're going
experience
to,
getting tickets.
our experience getting tickets. Oh my gosh,
What
I'll probably be
state?
putting stuff on Instagram. So stay tuned on Instagram. You know, I'll be like virtually handing you water and like towels to pat your head. We're all in this together. Just if you're struggling, know that we are also struggling too. Like
Yeah.
we're all doing the same thing here. So,
Peace and blessings.
yep. Best of luck to everybody.
You got this.
Yep. I think that's it for tonight. Thank you so much for listening to our show. Please remember, I always forget, so I'm going to say it in tonight's episode so that I don't have to add a recording of me saying it. Please, please, please remember to follow us on social media. You can find us on Instagram at T Swift Sisters Pod, on TikTok, which is where we're pretty much the most active. The T Swift Sisters. I don't know if we're the or just at T Swift Sisters. I think we're just at T Swift Sisters, but I'm going to double check now. TikTok is also at T Swift Sisters, and just feel free to chat with us. You know, we're always on one type of social media platform. So I think that's it for today. Let me see. Yes, we are at T Swift Sisters on Twitter.
Excellent.
I hope this honestly helped you out. That's all I can say. May the odds be ever in your favor.
Have fun.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.